Good day, guys. I'm here to give some information about Mother Earth on how to protect or preserve our Mother Earth or Mother Nature, as we called it. For our introduction, um, we all know that the Earth is our home. It is our responsibility to ensure that it is sustained and minded. Earth has been termed as Mother Nature or Mother Earth basically because of its productive, nurturing, and life giving nature, which is complementary to the roles of a mother. The earth is kind to humans, but humans are ungrateful and they return unkindness to it by destroying it. So, the destruction of nature was first observed in early 19th century and it has been progressive and extensive such as that campaigns like Save Mother Earth have been initiated. The destruction in nature began with the industrialization and modernization, whose process caused a change in the physical and biological nature of the earth and its ecosystem. Through modernization, natural habitats have been destroyed in attempts to come up with a modern structure. Pollution is generally to human activity. Since humans caused the destruction of Mother Earth, they should be equally responsible for saving our Mother Earth. So we all know that the human life is dependent on breathing fresh and clean air. The air pollution that is currently trending shows how much contamination is in the air that we breathe. Planting of trees is a way of restoring clean air because um, more oxygen will be released to the atmosphere by trees as they take in carbon dioxide. It is important to save the earth because of the provisions that help the animal and human life, especially food and water. Water pollution is a worrying situation because water is an essential life sustaining provision of Mother Earth. I'm here to provide some of the ways of saving the Mother Earth. Efforts have made to Mother Earth have focused on restoration of nature and mitigation of destruction of nature. In preventing further destruction through the pollution of the environment, policies like recycling of all the things that can be recycled have been implemented globally. Things like plastic bag and bottles are not biodegradable and therefore disposal discouraged. That is why emphasis on recycling has been made. So conservation of environmental resources through conservative measures. The conservative measures include sparingly using energy and water. So the other ways of serving Mother Earth is through education so that people are aware of the importance of the nature, which we are being motivated to contribute in a process that we are going to make a change which leads to the Mother Earth to be preserved and it is being protected. So it is important to participate in the cleaning action whereby we do not throw away trash and pick up trash in any find laying around inappropriately. So also we plant trees in a very effective way of saving the earth because of trees. Oxygen is replenished. So rain formation is enabled and soil is protected from erosion. Wildlife protection is also a way of preserving nature because wildlife forms are a part of the beautiful nature and their existence is very important. So the environment occupies majority of the earth and its destruction has been massive over the years. Environmental pollution affects the ecosystem and causes adverse effects to animate and inanimate objects on earth. Environment can be saved by controlling and prevention of the pollution so that the cleaning action can be also implemented as to get rid of pollutants that are already in the environment. So undoing the damage of the pollution of environment is a tasking responsibility that is mandatory for the general well-being of the earth inhabitants. So through the process of restoring nature, challenges are faced especially in those natural aspects that are somehow impossible to restore. So example given are the ozone layer, which is the ozone layer is the destroyed yet restoration restoration does not seem to be made a reality. So, the journey to save the Mother Earth is still its early stage, but through the strategies that have been put in place, it is impossible. It is possible for rather to restore the Mother Earth and protect it. and the quest of the save Mother Earth. Further destruction basically has everything that sustains our existence. That is why it is very important to save it from extinction. So, we are here, people, to um, protect our Mother Earth because it is very important that our home um, provides us the fresh air, the food that we intake, the what Mother Earth gives to us is the love and the care, and we must also bring it back to it because it is our home. We are living in here in purpose, so that we must know also our limits, and we must know how to um, protect. Here are the human activities resulting in damage to Mother Earth. So we all know that all of us have sometimes reckless needs and self-interest, that we have exhausted most of the non-renewable resources of the earth. As a result, not only we have depleted all these precious energy sources, but also degraded the quality of life for other living beings as well. Alam naman natin na may pangangailangan tayo na at some point that yung nagiging resulta nito sa environment natin ay hindi nakakaganda, and it is a man-made disasters in which ito yung mga kagagawan na inuuna natin yung mga pangangailangan natin bilang mga tao, pero hindi natin naiisip minsan na yung mga ginagawa nating bagay nakakaapekto na siya sa ating kalikasan. So people, we must be aware of what we are doing, and also we must know our limits. In that way, we help protect our environment, which is our Mother Earth or our Mother Nature. So the second one is the earthquakes and air pollution. So alam naman natin na maraming bagay na nakakaapekto sa ating environment ay ang earthquakes and air pollution. So the maddening demand for fossils such as coal and ores has led to consistent digging and mining of the land. So this is the one of the major reasons behind the frequent catastrophic earthquakes. On top of that, the fumes and gases produced by the combustion of these fuels have increased the pollution level in air and caused global warming at a serious level. So, alam naman natin that the air pollution affects our health. So we must be aware that we are living in the environment in which dito tayo gumagalaw, dito natin ginagawa yung mga human activities na kung saan pwedeng maapektuhan ng ating health. So we must be aware of what we are doing and what are the things that might affect our. Very important talaga na we must know our limit because it helps protect our environment, it helps protect our nature, it helps protect ourselves and also the other people. And the next one is the scarcity of water. It is the diminishing of the forest area, and it is responsible for inferior and disturbed water cycle. It is the lack of rain creates drought, and farmers face a big challenge when it comes to irrigating the crops. So this again gives a birth to more serious issues such as scarcity of food and clean drinking water. And the next one is the use of toxic materials. It is the widespread of dependency on plastic product is nothing less than a curse because its repercussions are clearly visible now. Plastic is non-biodegradable and now it has reached everywhere. So the use of plastic must be in a limit for us to preserve our environment. And the measures to save our Mother Earth is to deal with these grave concerns because we both developed and developed countries have started taking some major steps, so we must also do something about this. So here are some of the basic guidelines which are eco-friendly for us to follow. So the first is the afforestation. In this point, a lot of trees are being planted to make up for the loss of vegetation. Emphasis is being given on using the natural resources carefully. So people are gradually understanding the importance of using natural resources and renewable resources instead of non-renewable ones. Rather, the second one is the use of renewable resources. The first one is the solar panels. So The solar panels are the one who conserves energy from the sun, which provides electricity. And the second one is the eco-friendly vehicles. We must use bicycles instead of the transportation that reduces the smoke that causes air pollution. So some of them, or so many advertisements and popular slogans are being made to create awareness on these things, so among the common public. If we truly love our Mother Earth, we must work together without any delay. So the third one is the water conservation. So water is the basis of our lives, and yet so many people in the world have no or negligible access to safe or clean drinking water. In some parts of the world, both men and women have to walk several miles to arrange water for sanitation purposes only. So as far as possible, we should never waste water. We must also teach the younger ones to close the tap when it is not used, or use the kitchen water in the garden. During the summer season, keep some clean water in a bowl or hoddy for the little birds, cows, dogs, and such creatures. So the fourth one is the saving of the electricity. The saving of electricity would also help our earth and make it less vulnerable, as there is lesser load on the earth's natural resources. Eco-friendly, the last one is the awareness in common public. Today's students, all of the age groups, are being taught about the concept of 3 R's in the different schools. 3 R's, this stands for reduce, reuse, and recycle. In other words, we should reduce consumption and not allow any waste of things such as food, water, and electricity, and fuel, and etc. So we should recreate or reuse materials such as bottles, old posts, cloth bags, newspapers, wood, old books, and etc. And lastly, we are going to recycle all of these things, all the biodegradable and eco-friendly things, like an old piece of cloth, peels of vegetables and fruits, old papers, wooden stuff, anything that is going to be or pwedeng i-recycle. Ang mga bagay na to, kung i-recycle natin, make sure that it's reusable. Make sure that it provide some objects that is being useful. And also for the conclusion, little steps taken by one person can leave a great impact on the health of our planet. So, lahat ng ating ginagawa, lahat ng ating pwedeng gawin na, pero ang mga ginagawa natin ito ay nakakapekto ng mas makakaganda pa sa ating environment, at nakakatulong ito, nakakaprotekta ito sa ating environment. And also, mapoprotektahan tayo ng environment, mapoprotektahan yung ibang tao. So, this thing would cause a very good impact for every one of us. Not only for the environment, but also for the people who lives here, which us, the people. We are here living, that we must know our purpose, not only our purpose to protect the environment, but also our purpose to preserve, conserve, recycle, anything that would take up in your mind that would help the environment. So we all should also participate in the volunteer works and make efforts to keep our neighborhood and planet clean and green. So instead of throwing it away, recycle the kitchen garbage, or some sort of things that is kindly recyclable or biodegradable. Remember, we must arrange our waste for a regular servicing of our vehicles. So we also have to discourage the use of polythenes and other plastic materials. Take a cloth bag when going for grocery shopping, and conserve water and inspire others to do as well. So save your Mother Earth. So a friendly reminder for all of us that we are living in this earth, so we must protect, conserve, and preserve everything that is going to be good for our environment. That's all. Thank you.